Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a hard level Sudoku from New York Times. Let's get started. Hello everyone. Let's start with the ninth block. You have these three numbers 3, 9 and 8 in H row blocking these two cells. That leaves this block with 3 empty cells. So these three numbers 3, 8 and 9 will go in these three cells. Now since we have this 9 blocking here, 9 goes here in I8 and 3 and 8 goes here in G7 and I7. Now in this block the missing numbers are 5 and 7. So let's mark it as matching pair 5, 7. In H row there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 2 and 6. There is 2 and 6 in column 1 blocking here. So H1 takes 1 and rest of the 2 cells take 2, 6 matching pair. Now let's try to fill this 0. You have 8, 3 pairs in column 7 blocking this cell here. You have 8 here and a 3 in column 5 blocking this cell. There is an 8 and 3 here in column 3 which is blocking this cell. Now in 0 there are only 2 cells left and 8 and 3 actually goes here. Since this cell is blocked by 8 here, C6 takes 3 and C9 takes 8. Now the missing numbers in this row are 1, 4 and 7. There is a 4 blocking here, so C3 can take 1 or 7. C5, there is a 7 blocking here, so C5 can take 1 or 4. C7 can accommodate 1 or 4 or 7. So this is a 1, 4, 7 triplet. Try to fill F row. The missing numbers are 1, 4, 5, 6 and 8. If you analyze this cell, this is blocked by 1, 4, 6 and 8. So 5 goes here in F6. Now we have 1, 4, 6, 8 remaining. You have this cell is blocked by, that is F9 is blocked by 1, 4 and 8. So F9 takes 6. So let me cancel out 6 also here. Now the missing numbers are 1, 4 and 8. Since 4 is blocking here, F8 may take 1 or 8. Since 1 is blocking this cell, this might take 4 or 8. Since 8 is blocking this cell, F2 may take 1 or 4. So this is a 1, 4, 8 triplet. Now if you observe these three rows, row C, row F and row H, you can see there are 4 to 5 numbers missing and we were able to figure out matching pairs and triplets here and there. This is a common pattern observed in New York Times. Whenever you have numbers spread across the row and if you have 4 to 5 numbers missing in between, just have to analyze the numbers across the rows and columns to figure out triplets and matching pairs. Fine. Now in the same manner, let's try to fill column 1. In column 1 we have 5 missing numbers and you can see again this pattern 4 and 9 blocking these two cells, and you have a 4 and 9 in I row blocking this cell, and there are only 2 empty cells left, so 4 and 9 has to be in these 2 cells. Let's fill these 2 cells with 4, 9 matching pair. Now missing numbers are 3, 5 and 7. So there is a 7 in this block, so I1 takes 3, 5 and let me fill these two cells with 3, 5, 7. In column 1, you can see 7 is there in only these two cells A1 and B1. That means for this block also 7 can be only in these two cells. That means this 7 in C3 can be eliminated. So because of this, this one gets eliminated and C5 takes 4 and C7 takes 7. And also you have this 8 blocking these two cells. So 8 goes here in B2. Now this 7 cancels out the 7 here in H7. So H7 is now 5 and H9 is now 7. Now in column 7, we can fill these. There are only 4 empty cells and we can fill this very easily now. You have a 4, 6 pair of numbers in column 8 and a 4, 6 pair in column 9, which blocks these two columns. So 4 and 6 goes here in A7 and B7. Since there is a 4 blocking from here, B7 takes 6 and A7 takes 4. Now in column 7, there are only two missing numbers, that is 1 and 2. There is a 1 blocking here. So D7 takes 1 and E7 takes 2. This 1 cancels out the 1 here in F8. So F8 is now 8. So this 8 cancels out the 8 here. So F4 is 4 and F2 is 1. In D row, there are 4 empty cells and let's try to fill that now. There is a 2 here which blocks these two cells. There is a 2 here which blocks this cell. So D6 takes 2. Now the missing numbers in this row are 5, 9 and 7. You have a 7 and 9 in column 2 blocking here. So D2 takes 5. Now the missing numbers are 7 and 9. There is a 9 blocking here. So D8 takes 7 and D3 takes 9. So this 9 cancels out the 9 here in E1. So E1 is now 4 and G1 is 9. Now in E row, we have 6 empty cells. Out of that, here in this block, there are only 2 missing numbers and the numbers are 3 and 5. So let's fill this with 3, 5 matching pair. Now there are 4 empty cells in this row. The missing numbers are 6, 7, 8 and 9. You have 6 and 7 blocking these two cells. That means 6 and 7 has to be in these two cells. You have a 7 blocking from here. So 6 goes here in E2 and 7 goes here in E3. Now the missing numbers are 8 and 9. There is a 9 blocking from here. So E4 takes 8 and E5 takes 9. Now this 6 here cancels out the 6 here in H2. So H2 is now 2 and H6 is 6. Now in column 2, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 4. You have a 4 blocking here. So A2 takes 3 and G2 takes 4. Now this 3 cancels out these two 3 from A1 and B1. That means obviously in column 1, I1 takes 3. Now in this 7th block, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 5 and 6. There is a 6 blocking from here. So G3 takes 5 and I3 takes 6. In column 3, the only missing number is 2. And since we have figured out that this is 3, we can cancel out the 3 here. So I7 becomes 8 now and G7 becomes 3. Now in 0, there are only 3 empty cells. The missing numbers are 2, 8 and 7. There is 2 and 8 blocking from here. So G6 takes 7. Now the missing numbers are 2 and 8. There is a 8 blocking from here. So G4 is 2 and G5 is 8. In this eighth block, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1 and 5. There is a 5 blocking from here. So I4 takes 1 and I5 takes 5. In column 6, the only missing number is 9. Now in column 5, the missing numbers are 1 and 2. There is a 2 blocking from here. So A5 takes 1 and B5 takes 2. In column 4, the missing numbers are 6 and 7. There is a 6 blocking from here. So B4 takes 7 and A4 takes 6. Now this 7 cancels out the 7 here in B1. So B1 is 5 and A1 is 7. Now in B row, the two missing numbers are 1 and 3. There is a 1 blocking from here. So B9 takes 3 and B8 takes 1. And this 3 cancels out the 3 here. So E9 takes 5 and E8 takes 3. Now the two missing numbers in A row are 5 and 9. Since there is a 5 here, A9 takes 9 and A8 takes 5. And the puzzle is solved. Thank you and have a nice day.